No. Load NinjaTrader, come on, open. Okay, where are the levels? There's a huge level right here.
10,000 shares.
150 a share? That's too expensive.
Just kidding, trading in the market is not like that. And if you are doing it like that, you're doing it wrong. Because this is where kind of the glory of a fluid stop loss can come into play. Yep, we're out, stick trade. And so I basically wake up 45 minutes before the market opens at 9:30. The first thing I do every morning is I open up a website called Forex Factory. And what this does is it tells me the important news that is happening that day. It's extremely important to know what's going on during your trading time. I only trade 60 minutes about in the morning because I've realized that is the times window for me to be as effective as possible. And so generally what I'll do if there's news at 9:45 a.m. or 10 a.m., I'll mark that on my chart. Now, my morning routine before that isn't anything special. It's all about doing what works for you. I don't have some crazy 5 a.m. wake up routine. All you need to do is do what makes sense for you to get you ready to trade. I show up about 15 minutes before the market actually opens at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. And what I do is I open up a 15-minute chart of the S&P 500 futures and the NASDAQ futures. And so what I'm looking for here is I only trade reversals. I've realized over time that doing that for me has been very effective. It simplifies things. It gives me a really good risk reward because essentially I'm looking to sell tops and buy bottoms in the market. And so I can risk a small amount to make a large amount. Now these trades don't show up very often, but when they do, they can be very, very powerful. And so what I do first thing on that 15-minute chart is I look for key areas where I think the market is going to reverse. And so this morning, looking at a 15-minute chart, is right here we have actually a upwards resistance trend line. And also I would draw a resistance zone up here that the market is currently moving up into. And just to keep track of the lows as well, there's kind of a support zone here. And so what I'm gonna look for this morning is, does the market come up here and fail and look to reverse lower? And then I'll take a trade to the downside, risking a small amount to make a large amount. Also, I like to zoom kind of out and look at the big picture. Big picture, the market has been very volatile over the last couple days. And so currently it's kind of in this big bull flag, which is a continuation trend to the upside. But if this fails, we are in this sideways range right here over the last couple days. So I think it's likely that we could reverse. And just the fact that the big picture of the market is very back and forth, this big move up here has a good chance to reverse lower as well. I don't necessarily think I'll capture this whole move. That's huge because I'm day trading on a 1-minute chart, but a move like this would be a great trade. And then after that, I go into a 1-minute chart and you can see my zone show up here and also that upwards trend line. And so I like to mark down here 9:45 and 10 a.m. for those news times. But also what I've realized over time is these are key timings in the morning where the market is likely to start a reversal if it does. And so if the market comes up here and spikes and reverses at this timing, I would look to jump in at this area to get a trade. So to just show you a quick example of what I'm looking for every day, I trade, the market opens up for me 7:30. I like to look for a spike lower. It's at a reversal zone. Here it's actually done a breakout, but I'm looking for a failed breakout to happen. And this downtrend it has is broken. And then I'm looking for a head and shoulders pattern here. And then I jump in long right here and bet that the market's gonna go higher and capture the reversal the other direction. And so just swapping to the recording of that with me is you can see here, entered in down here after that head and shoulders, and then capture a move up. And I risk about $1,500 to $1,700 per trade right now. I like to target 3x. I tend to get about that much, but I fluidly manage things as the market plays out. And so that's what I kind of look for every single day. This trade closed out for $4,800, $4,600. And then I'm done with the day about 45 minutes in, or 10 a.m. market standard time. And so as we get into today, these don't show up every single day. I get a few trades a week because I'm very patient and picky about things. Not every day I get a win. Sometimes I go break even, sometimes I could take a loss. But over the long run, with the strategy and how the risk reward ratio is set up, my winners make more money than my losers, and so I make money over time. And so the market's starting to open here, and so we're gonna get into patiently waiting for a setup to happen. Okay, so this morning is really interesting. These levels on the ES and NASDAQ pretty much the same. We have a nice like overnight, we're just in this range kind of right now the last few days. We have this kind of uptrend that looks like we're pretty much pushing to right now. We had a pre-market spike here from news, and then we pushed up. And so what I'm really seeing is it looks like, we might sell off and give this back up. So it's made a new low here. I essentially want to see it pull back some, test, and then I'll put my short or my entry below this. So essentially I'll do it here. And I think having my stop somewhere up here I think is fine. I want to see this candlestick pull back here. Even just up to here. I want to see an attempt to break up higher, fail, and then I'll get in short. I can even pull my stop all the way up here. Looks like it's gonna fill me. It still looks good to go lower. It's just not great, but again, the big picture is great. We're in, and I'm gonna move my stop to here. Kind of sucks that it one ticked me and then it's pulling back, but either way, anything can happen. Even on the 15-minute chart here, I think this looks great as testing this trend line, testing this resistance, and doing this kind of move. Now managing this, I think I'm trying to just kind of let it play out. It was slow. This is a nice break, but I'm assuming because it's been sluggish here, it's most likely gonna stay doing that. So I want to let it do its thing, because the big picture, I think this is a great spike lower. Once we come down to this area, that's more of the support area. And so in the middle here, it's kind of like just seeing how it plays out. This could totally spike up here and knock me out basically at break even, but that's how it goes, right? This is where kind of the glory of a fluid stop loss can come into play, is when it just starts to go crazy like this. And I'm just gonna, just keep moving it down like this. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it can be very exciting. I'm just trying to, my heart rate is getting excited now because this is exciting. We're pretty much at the area of I've never had a trade over 5K win at this size, so this is exciting, but also trying to just say, okay, I'm just trying to stick with my strategy here of previous trailing stop candlestick. This is getting big now, but I've learned over time is just keep the stop there, and I'll try and let it have a 50% pullback. But again, this is spiking to the downside, so again, it does have that big chance to whip back. So I want to see this candlestick whip back a little bit. That's okay if it punches a new low, and then I'll move my stop down again. I'm pretty much just moving my limit order down. I'm not going to really let it get filled. Sometimes I just won't even have the limit order, but it's just on my chart now, so I'm just going to leave it. NASDAQ has actually hit the low. So we've broken the lows here on an ES, and then the NASDAQ has just hit the lows. It hasn't broken the lows yet, so that's what I'm watching there. Just kind of waiting for this to do its move. Again, it might have watching it do a 50% pullback from the lows. Maybe it comes up to this low and bounces. I'm trying not to think of the fact that I'm up 6K on the trade. I've locked in over 5K, so biggest trade ever so far, so that's really exciting. And this is where, you know, it might have a pullback here and we might get out, and that's totally fine. You know, I want to hold through it doing this, but if as soon as it starts to show some strength, it can do this. That's how these moves work. And so, you know, I'm letting it do its pullback here. It looks like it's going to knock me out, like 5,100 or something. Yep, we're out. Sick trade. So that's it for the day. Now, if you want to watch this live in the mornings, I have started to live stream on YouTube for free. I'll start my live stream about 15 minutes before the stock market opens, Eastern Standard Time. And then I will do this exact same thing every single day. And so you can come watch me there and trade alongside me. Now, if you want to learn more about this strategy and a clean, polished tutorial of how I identify these setups step by step, check out this video right here.